we get into what IDNs can do better and maybe some things they don't do as well. It seems like maybe off subject, but physician burnout is getting to be a really serious issue, particularly in oncology. It's not easy, as those of us who've done this know, to basically spend every day telling people they're going to die. And so as a result of all the additional stressors that happen today, and we look at this movement of community oncology into IDNs, it raises that question: how much of that was really financial and driven by 340B and hospitals wanting those, and how much was driven by practices? And certainly in those 3 to 5 man practices where the burnout factor was so high, you just wanted to get that burden on somebody else's shoulders. So I'm curious what you think.
So, the burnout factor, interestingly, is not just it's not just a private practice phenomenon. You see it in the IDNs, and it's not just the emotional toll that being a cancer care provider takes. EHRs are a significant piece of this. The tasks that we have put on our providers are significant. Workflow, optimization of the time that providers spend with patients, taking tasks off their table. These are all things that we need to do. I mean, getting that joy of practice back in is a real challenge. Our work at ACCC, our president every year has a theme, and our president this year, Tom Gallo, has burnout and resilience in cancer care providers as his theme, and so we've recently had some meetings about that. It's a big problem. It's a problem for primary care docs. It's a problem for oncology docs. What are the estimates? 40% of your time as a provider is spent, with the EHR and with clerical tasks and all these other things that are not face-to-face patient time, the things that you enjoy doing and that really create value. It's a problem throughout medicine.
It's all the EHR. I don't think it's got anything. I think the statement that was made a little while ago, which is that there's a generational element here, which is that we're from an entrepreneurial generation, and then the newer grads are less entrepreneurial, is absolutely a big piece of it. And at some point, you just get tired of dealing with that, so the older docs just are happy to turn that over to the hospital system. But I think, as my wife, who's a practicing oncologist, reminds me every day, as if I have something to do with it, EHRs are the problem. And they really are a huge issue.
So it's interesting because, you could argue it's prior authorizations, but a lot of those kind of the barriers to providing care and the challenge to autonomy have been there and haven't changed that much. And they can be taken off your plate because you can hire back office people. You can put those, but the one thing you can't remove yourself from is having to work the EHR. That is still, and that is just a responsibility that you can't delegate. I guess you can have a scribe, but just to some degree it falls on the doc.